Hey y'all, let's get into it. I wanted to come back, and I know I did my initial impressions on Bass Reeves, or Lawmen Bass Reeves, that airs on Paramount Plus, but I wanted to come back and actually do a more in-detail review of the first 2 episodes, since that's what dropped Sunday, because I am going to come back and do this one weekly because it was that good. So let's start out. My name's Ashley. If you're new here, this is my sweet perspective. Please make yourself at home. Feel free to click the like button, click the subscribe. My goal is 500. That's my first goal, and I think we are at 411, and I am super excited about that. But y'all, let's get right into it. Bass Reeves, season 1, episodes 1 and 2. Let's get right into it. So basically, as it opens up, again, we are in war and we don't know what's going on, honey. We see a black man on a horse and a white man on a horse charging into battle, and the white man basically is like, you better follow me out here. We going out. We going out brave, okay? And so we see it, we turn around and we see another black man being accosted, shot really. And we're like, what is going on? Like, I'm like, are they on the Union side or are they on the Confederate side? What is really good? And I was quickly noticed the uniforms and said, okay, this is the Confederacy. So basically we find out after this parlay, this battle, and we see this black man, I mean, with the trigger, not a game, okay? It was like sniper, all right, with this big old musket or whatever they used to carry back in the day. Skillful, okay? Needless to say, they make it through there. They had the ambush set up, whatever. And so later we discovered that this is Bass Reeves, and that was his master, Master Reeves. And his master is a general in the Union or the Confederate Army. And of course, we're in the Civil War. So, you know, afterwards they're kind of unwinding, and we see him questioning the commander of all of the troops, and is like, where is our supply chain? This is the Master Reeves. Where is our supply chain? You told us to leave everything and now we have nothing, no provisions. Also enter this man who immediately I felt endeared to, and I shouldn't have, okay? But he basically comes up to Bass and talks to him like a man, not like a slave, and is like, I see you, baby. We're wolves out here. I recognize you. I see who you are. I know who you are. And Bass is looking at him like, okay, man. The general, honey, turns around and he decides that he's ready to go. He's ready. He's going to desert. And so Bass Reeves is like, okay, I guess you're my master. I got to go with you. And so, of course, the master's hesitant, you know, and the master's played by Nucky's brother from Boardwalk Empire. If you know, you know. If you haven't watched Boardwalk Empire, though, like, come on, go watch it. Go watch it. It's that good. And so, you know, they go back to the house and find it empty, right? And Bass is like, but he got his woman. He said, let me go see about my woman. Let me put these horses up and go see about my woman. So he goes sees about, I believe, what is her name? It's not Sarah, but it's his woman's name. And so, you know, they get Bucky naked because it's been a long time apparently. He goes back in the house and the master is like, all right, Bass, you were so noble in battle. I have a proposition for you. Let's play this hand of, I guess it's poker. And if you win, you'll be free. I got your papers signed, ready to go, and you can have your freedom. And Bass is looking at him, and the man's like, you don't believe me? You don't believe what I'm saying? No, we don't. No, we don't. Because why now all of a sudden? And you're already loopy. You done already deserted, which is very strange. And so anyway, they start playing this game, and Bass got a great hand, okay? He's got a great hand, but he remembers his hand, okay? And he remembers when this general pulls down his cards and has 4 of a kind queens. Bass remembers he had a queen. So not only did you lie, but you're a cheater. And my thought was, why are you playing with this man's emotions? He just went out here on the battlefield, risked his life, was a better showing than you ever could dream of being, and you want to play with him? But this is the part I was not expecting. When I tell you Bass lost his mind, or maybe he found it, but Bass went ballistic. Do you hear me? Bass beat that man down, broke him down like a fraction, with his bare hands, beat him, 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 beat him. I thought the man was gone. I thought he was a goner, okay? Thought he was a goner. And so he knows he's got to run. His woman is like, you got to go. You got to run. Take one of them horses and go. Of course, he goes out and he's met by, I think they're called the paddy wagons. What did they used to call them, y'all? The slave catchers. And, you know, he knows it's not going to go good. So Bass takes them out. Pow, pow, because we know he's a quick shot. Next thing we see Bass, he's walking, baby, feet bleeding. Okay, and then next thing we know, he's in the Seminole Nation being taken care of by this indigenous woman who has a son, right? And so we see him heal, recover, make his way through there with her 2 years later, and he's like a brand new man, okay? She says, you know, you can stay here, you just gotta work. And he's like, I'm not a stranger to hard work. What I really loved about this exchange and interaction between them is that under no circumstances do we ever get the idea that it was about anything else but friendship and someone looking out for someone else. There was nothing romantic about that. And I loved it. Do you hear me? I love when we get portrayals of upstanding black men, okay, that are honorable and decent and have integrity. And that was beautiful. And so again, he's endeared himself to her, to the son, and really they're like family, but just not in a romantic way. Next thing we know, the son is teaching him how to fish with his bare hands, you know, and they take a trip into town to do, I guess, their normal pickup in town. And so they get there, and while they're there, the Union troops, I believe, come, and they have prisoners in the back of their wagon, but they came there for supplies. And so Bass helps them barter because he learned a language while he was there of the Seminole people. And again, another aspect that I really, really loved. And so as he's walking and loading up the truck from, because he was like, let me make a couple dollars, okay? He sees the wolf guy that he met before. And the wolf guy is like, okay, no, we're Romulus and Remus, okay? We're two of a kind. I know who you are. And he gives him this quick warning. He's like, but hurry up and get out. Leave, 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 leave. And Bass, before he has a chance, baby, the Confederacy is coming to break their prisoners out from the Union soldiers, okay? And so Bass is like, immediately the boy, I think the boy's name is Curtis, he's like, get down, get down, get down. And it's, you know, it's crazy, but next thing we see the boy has a gun pointed at the wolf guy. Why he do that? Bass is like, no, no, no. Little boy turns and the wolf man shoots him. And I said, that's it for you, buddy. I thought we could trust you. I thought you were something. And Bass is heartbroken, devastated. But what do? It was the time. It was a situation. Now he's got to bring this baby back to his mama. And the mama says, you know, it's time to go. You can take the horse. But she was like, she didn't have anything else to live for at that point. So Bass decides, since he's found out that the war is over and that everyone's free, to go back and get his woman. He goes back to the house, and of course the general's not there. The wife said, you beat the brakes off of him. And he says, well, do you know where Sarah, whatever the lady's name, his wife's name, I don't know, what is her name? Anyway, and so he goes into town, he sees her and sees a little girl with her, you know, and being slow doesn't really know that it's his, but comes to find out that's his daughter. And then she soon becomes his wife, which is beautiful. And that's, y'all, pretty much the first episode. And what I want to say about it overall, and I think we're going to see this definitely play out, because I love the connection to Romulus and Remus. And if you don't know, kind of look it up really quick. But I believe they're mythological brothers, right? And they were weaned, or not weaned, but nursed by a she-wolf, right? And they were responsible, I guess, for the building up of Rome. But they both had way different methods on accomplishing the purpose, right? But they were alike in terms of their nature and this brotherhood. So I think we're definitely going to continue to see both Bass and this other wolf man, I'm gonna call him, throughout the series. And I wonder how they're going to play against each other and what this is going to be like, because there's no going back for me after you done took out that little boy. And he didn't want to do it, seemingly, but he did it. So he's got to pay a price for it, because at the end of the day, what we learn a lot about Bass Reeves is that he's a man of his word and he's a man of integrity from this first episode. Y'all, again, I'm invested. I think I'm going to break this up in 2 videos because this is getting long. I will come back and do episode 2. Right now, if you stayed this long though, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.